Hello, everyone. Welcome. We are live. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending where you are watching us from around the world. Whether you are joining us live or watching the replay, thank you so much for being here with us. As you're coming in, say hello in the comment section and let us know where you're watching us from. Today's conversation is one of the very important ones that is nice because we are sharing our personal journeys from struggling immigrants working long hours to building online business that have given us more flexibility, more confidence, and additional income opportunities. If you ever wonder whether it's possible to create more options for yourself while you are working and supporting your family, this conversation is for you. For those of you joining us for the first time or seeing me for the first time, welcome. My name is John. I'm from Nigeria and now living in Texas. I'm a wife, a mom, healthcare worker, and a digital business owner. Like many immigrants, I came to America with big dreams and a determination to build a better future. I worked long hours balancing family responsibilities and did everything I could to provide for my family. So that led me to learning digital skills and begin building an online business alongside my career. Today, I'm excited to be joined by one of our amazing business partners, mentor Marilyn. Marilyn has an inspiring story, and I know you will be encouraged by her journey. Marilyn, please, thank you so much for being here with us today. Can you introduce yourself to our audience?
Thank you, Sis Joe. Thank you for hosting us today. Um, and I am happy to be here with you and sharing my journey as well. I always look forward to Friday morning. Looking forward to our session here. And, we just want to inspire working moms just like us who is struggling to, thinking if there's something more outside their 9 to 5. And we want to tell you that there is. That if we can do it, you can too, right?
Really?
So if this is your first time coming across our live session today, my name is Marilyn. I am originally from Papua New Guinea. I now live here in the States with my husband and 2 kids. I work part time as a nurse, and I also run my digital business alongside my nursing job. And we have some exciting things to talk about, so watch till the end. And may you get inspired and think about starting your own online business. Thank you. Back to you, sis.
Thank you so much. We are so glad you are here. Today's topic is from working long hours to building multiple income stream. Our journey from struggling immigrants to successful online business owners. People often see where someone is today, but they don't always see the journey behind it. They don't see the long work days. They don't see the sacrifices. They don't see the moment of uncertainty, the learning process, or the perseverance it took to keep going. Today, we are going to share those parts of our journeys. Mentor Marilyn, can you share your journey from working long hours as a struggling immigrant to building multiple income stream and becoming a successful online business owner? The floor
Thank you,
is
sis.
yours.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. So, my journey started as, coming here as a student, being um, single lady starting life here. At first, I was by myself, so life was easy. I don't have to worry about a lot of things. But when I got married, now I have other responsibilities. We have our baby, and then now we have to. balance it all out. Who's gonna take care of the baby while somebody's at work, and what shift are you doing, and how long are you gonna be at work, and all these things. Now we have to figure it out and say who's gonna do this, and do that. If I'm working morning shift, okay, my husband said, okay, I will do the night shift, right? If my husband is doing the night shift, okay, I have to do the morning shift. We have to balance it out somehow, when we have this little baby. And when we were looking at daycare, I said no, daycare is too much, because it looks like all the paycheck, all the money that I make from my job is going straight to daycare. Not how I'm going to pay, help my husband pay the rent and the electricity bills and all of that, the food and other things that we need. How are we going to do that if we put our baby in the daycare? No, the daycare is too much for us. We can't handle it. So we decided that we can take care of our own child while going to work, but it was crazy. And if you have been there, you will understand that it's never easy, from working long hours, coming home, trying to take care of your kid, then you need to sleep. Sometimes you don't get a full, like, 6 hours sleep, because you have to wake up again. I mean, 6 to 8 hours, right? You have to wake
Exactly.
up again, get things ready, and go to work. And that has been my life with my two kids. That's how my life was. um, that's working long hours, coming home, trying to take care of my kids, and then going back to work. My husband trying to get to work, and it's like, oh my gosh, this is crazy. We don't have any family members around to help us, take care of our kids. So we try to navigate life through that, but we feel like it was too much for us. So we said, we need to find something that's going to work out for us, because this is not the life we dreamt of. Coming abroad, it doesn't matter which country you go to, you have these big dreams, like, oh, when I go abroad, I will live this luxurious life, I will buy this luxury car, I will live in this fancy house, or all the dreams. We did have those dreams, right? But when you step into this foreign land, or wherever country you chose to go to, life hit you hard, that you be like, oh my goodness, this is not what I see on TV. You have to work hard for it. So that is my journey till, when we went through this big pandemic. That's when it hit me so hard that I was like, oh my goodness, there has to be something that we can do, so we can, be our own bosses. There's a lot of it out there, I know for sure, but I don't know exactly which one. So I will share that part after my sister share part. I will leave it there, and I will hand it back to you, sis.
Thank you so much for sharing your journey. I really appreciate your honesty, because I know many people watching can relate to your story. As immigrants, many of us come to a new country with big dreams, like you said, and willingness to work hard. We often take on long hours and make sacrifices because we want to build a better future for ourselves and our family. What I love about your story is that it shows the power of being willing to learn something new. Building multiple income streams didn't happen overnight. It took commitment, consistency, and willing to step outside of your comfort zone. Your journey is a reminder that where we start doesn't have to determine where we end. When we are open to learning new skills and creating new opportunities, we can continue to grow while still honoring the hard work that got us here. So I will take a moment to share how my own journey unfolded. When I moved from Nigeria to the United States, I came with the same dream that so many immigrants have, a dream of building a better future for my family. Like many immigrants, I worked hard, found a career in healthcare, and dedicated myself to serving others. I believe that If I work harder enough, everything would eventually fall into places. And that's exactly what I did. Some of you watching knows exactly what I'm talking about. Long hours, back-to-back shifts, weekends and holidays, like my business partner have said it. Sometimes it felt like I was always at work. Don't get me wrong, I was grateful for my job. It allowed me to provide for my family, and I took the pride caring for others too. But deep down, I knew something wasn't right. I was spending so much time working that I wasn't always present for the people I was working so hard to provide for. So I remember one day my daughter asked me something I will never forget. She said, "Mommy, are you sleeping at work again?" I smiled at first. I smiled at first, but later that night, I was still at work. I couldn't stop thinking about those words. So that question touched my heart. It made me realize that while I was doing everything I could to give my children a better life, I was missing precious moments with them. That was my turning point. I didn't want to quit my job. I wasn't looking for a magic solution or a get quick rich overnight. No, I simply wanted another option. I wanted to build something that could generate additional income without demanding even more time away from my family. So I started looking for opportunities online. To be honest, I didn't know anything about digital business. I wasn't a tech savvy. I had never run an online business before. There were moments when I questioned myself. I wonder, can someone like me with a busy schedule really do this? But I made a decision. Instead of letting fear stop me, I chose to learn. Little by little, I started developing new skills. I learned about digital marketing. I learned about how to build an online business one step at a time. Some days I learned after work. Some days when my children were asleep. Some days I was tired, but I reminded myself where I started. Today I'm grateful because we are no longer dependent on just one paycheck. Instead, I'm building multiple income streams that are giving my family more flexibility, more confidence, more financial security, and hope for a different future. For me, this journey has never been about getting rich overnight. It's about freedom. It's about having choices. It's about knowing that if life changes, my family isn't relying on just one source of income. It's about creating a legacy for my children and showing them that it's never too late to learn new skills and build something of your own. It's about proving that even as immigrants starting over in a new country, we can learn new skills, adapt, and create new opportunities. If you are a hardworking parent, healthcare worker, or fellow immigrant who feels like you are constantly trading time for money, I want you to know this. You don't have to stay stuck in survival mode forever. There are legitimate ways to learn new skills, build additional income stream, and create more flexibility for yourself and your family. Our journey starts with one decision to believe that there had to be another way out. Looking back, everything changed because I chose to believe my story didn't have to be defined by working long hours. Maybe today is that day your next step, your next chapter begins. I wasn't an expert, like I said before, I wasn't a tech savvy. I was just a healthcare worker, a wife, and a mom, and also an immigrant willing to learn. If I could do this, I truly believe you can do it too. Mentor Marilyn, would you like to share a final thought or something else?
Thank you, thank you. I love what you share, you know. And I like I said, I know I want something different. I want to, be my own boss, build something so I can be my own boss. But I don't know exactly what I want, because there's a lot out there. I know there's a lot of opportunities out there where you could, build something and become your own boss, but I just don't know what. And when I came across, I was scrolling on Facebook, and I came across this lady's um, video, and she was talking about digital marketing, working online, be your own boss, and all of that. And I said, no, this must be a scam. But at the same time, what got me hooked to it, she was an immigrant, and she did that. I was like, okay, this is not possible. Like, you're an immigrant living abroad, and you quit your job to do digital marketing. How is that possible? So I was curious to know, what exactly she was talking about. That's how I got into digital marketing, and I'm here today. um, what made me chose that online space, like I shared earlier, we were having um, we were struggling from people. We don't have people to help with our kids, so we have to switch our shift and try to balance it out. But at the end of the day, we found ourselves burned out. We didn't have time for our kids, for ourselves. That's what we meant by excuse me, from struggling. Like, financially, yes, we can pay our bills, we are okay, but the physical side is draining us. We give everything at our jobs, and when we come home, it's like we don't have energy at all, but we still have to be present for our family. That's how we say, we are struggling from that area, not having enough sleep. We feel stressed, overwhelmed sometimes, because that wasn't the dream life that we were dreaming of when we
Exactly.
moved abroad, right? We thought it's gonna be easy, but it was the opposite. Like, you have to work sometimes 3 4 jobs, just so you can, help yourself and your family, but you find yourself struggling to keep up with everything. You feel your energy is drained. You feel like, you are still young, but you feel like your body is getting old.
Yes.
You don't feel like, oh, you're in your 30s or in your 40s anymore. You feel like you're in your 60s and 70s. By the time you get home, your knees are paining, your back is hurting, your feet is hurting. You can't even stand up, right? So
Mhm.
that's what we meant by, struggling in those areas. So when I saw this opportunity, I said that's gonna work for me, because going to get another job again, it's not gonna work out, because we already work 8 12 hours, and to add another 8 hours on top of that, it's not gonna work for me. So when I saw this online opportunity, I said yes. I want this, and I want to do it because it's flexible. It's gonna fit right into our schedule. I don't have to go do the clock in and clock out. I just have to, do it at my own time. Like Sis Joe said, learning after work or at my lunch break, on my lunch break, or all of that. So I chose this because of the flexibility, number one. Number two, I am my own boss. And number three, the additional income stream that it has gave us. This is not something that we built overnight, like
Mhm.
my sis said. It's something that we slowly built, and gradually it brought us to where we are now. We didn't start knowing everything. We started with what we know, and we were willing to learn and to put in the time, the resources that we have, and learn new skills, because we did not have the background of business or tech savvy or all of that, but we were willing to learn and to grow and build our business, because we know that this is not something that is going to build overnight. It's a long term business. So after we are retired from our job, it's still going to work for us because we started now. We are building the foundation now, and it's going to grow. Our kids are watching us, and eventually they're going to do something of their own. We're going to pass it to them because
Yes.
right now we are teaching them that there is more beyond the college, the job that they're going to have. They can also have this side hustle alongside whatever they decide to do when they grow up. So, um, the lessons that I've learned through this journey, that an entrepreneur journey is not easy.
Yes.
There are always setbacks. There are always things that don't work out the way you wanted it to work out for you, but you have to learn to navigate and to learn from your mistakes and keep keep going, because our setbacks, our mistakes that we've made, those are not failures. Those are our stepping stones to help us learn and grow and said, okay, last time I did that and it didn't work out. So I need to find a solution for that, because we are our own boss. So we have to find solution to help us. When we work for other people, when there's a problem, we go to them and say, hey, this is the situation I am in. So they will help us figure out how we're gonna fix the situation. But when you're on this journey, you have to figure it out and
Yes.
say, okay, but we are not alone either. If we can figure it out, we have our mentors and our coaches there in a community of over 200,000 people. So
Mm.
anyone can help us navigate this journey. So, my encouragement to our viewers that are watching us now, you don't have to quit your job to start this journey. You don't need to know everything before you take the first step. If you are willing to learn and stay consistent and build something meaningful over time, then we invite you to watch our free workshop and learn from there. That's the first step. And then you can decide if this is something you would like to do or not. So our websites are there on the screen. You can register and watch the free workshop, and then you can decide. This is an amazing opportunity that we are sharing here. So if you are curious and you still stayed till the end, thank you, and you're welcome to check out our free workshop and learn and decide for yourself. Thank you, sis. Back to you.
Thank you so much for sharing that. If there is one thing I hope everyone takes away from today's conversation, is this: your starting point does not determine your destination. Being an immigrant doesn't limit your future. Working long hours today doesn't mean that doesn't mean that's the only path available for you forever. When you are willing to learn new skill, stay consistent and believe in yourself, you can create a new opportunities over time. Every journey begins with one decision. If today's conversation resonates with you and you would like to learn more, like my sister have already said, about how we have been developing digital skills and building online business while working, we do love to connect with you. Visit any of the websites on your screen and we'll help you get started. Before we go, I want to sincerely thank Mentor Marilyn for joining me today and sharing her inspiring journey. And thank you to everyone who joined us live or we watch the replay. We truly appreciate your time and your support. Have a wonderful day. Stay safe. May God continue to bless you and your family. We'll see you on our next live. Bye, everyone.
Bye bye.